Right, good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today is actually Friday. Unfortunately I haven't had a lot of time to film anything this week. Week was cut a bit short anyway, it's the Easter holidays, had a little bit of time off at the beginning of the week. Yeah, and I've just been busy. I did have a hedge that would have been a great one to film, but I just didn't have time. It just took me longer than I was expecting, and didn't have time to film it. So anyway, but today one of my regulars, this lawn hasn't actually been cut yet this year, believe it or not. It's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. I think because the weather's been going sort of hot and cold, the grass sort of got going and then slowed down. But anyway, I'm going to get the grass cut. I'll film some of that, and then hopefully I should have time to do a few bits in the borders. There's some tidying up and stuff, but we'll see how we get on time wise. But anyway, I'm going to crack on and get the lawn cut. First of all, obviously going to go around with the strimmer, and then I will get going on cutting the lawn and we'll get some stripes on it. Okay, so today and for this lawn and a lot of my bigger lawns, I use my Cobra mower, the roller mower with the Honda engine. This is a great mower. It's got fan assisted collection, so it helps when the grass is wet, and for these bigger lawns it's great. One thing I would like to do this year is maybe look at some battery mowers for some of my smaller lawns. Petrol mowers are great for the bigger, heavier stuff, but I think really I'd quite like to look at the battery range of mowers for some of the smaller gardens. They're a bit lighter, possibly a little bit easier, nicer to use for the smaller gardens, but of course for these bigger lawns, obviously something like this is a lot more up to the job, especially when the grass is long and wet. Especially for the first cuts of the season. This was too wet to cut last time I came, so hence why it got missed. So anyway, I'm going to crack on. Okay, so that is the grass done. My big question I am asking myself now is whether I need to look at battery mowers, which I think possibly I do, especially with fuel prices the way they're going. Would help a little bit on that side of things, and also for some of the smaller lawns I'd be interested to know what the battery mowers are like to use. So obviously there's some great companies out there now doing battery gear. You got Cress, Kramer, Still, Ego, and various people have said various things. I guess people get used to what they're using. I've not really used much battery kit. I've got a few bits myself, only Still. So my question is, do I carry on and invest in Still stuff as I've already got some of the stuff, or I'm at the point where do I look at another company, another brand, and see what they got to offer? Is it any better? If you're going to go down a route, you want to make sure you're going down the right one. So yeah, let me know, any of you guys that are using this stuff, let me know if you've been using it for a while, what you think, what your opinion is, from a point of view of someone who's using it professionally and using it a lot regularly. Obviously petrol mowers are great. I don't think I would get rid of them yet, because for the bigger lawns, I think they have got a bit more oomph maybe. I don't know, I could be totally wrong on all this, but and also from the point of view of a mower that does the stripes, you've got the weight obviously, gives maybe a better finish. I don't know, again I could be totally wrong. Let me know what you think on the different brands, what any of you guys are using. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on about mowers for now, and I've got some other jobs to go and do before I'm done here. Right, that is me just about done. So as you can see, just trimmed up these couple. Obviously main job today was to get the lawn under control, which we have. I think the customer must have actually cut some of it himself, I think, because it was nowhere near as long as I thought it would be. Apart from over here, this is where it gets really wet on this side of the garden, but things are definitely coming along. The photinias are all flowering nicely, you can see, looking nice. Yeah, this is the part of the garden that gets very wet when it gets wet. Yeah, photinias are doing a lovely job flowering. Wanted to show you these, the snake's head flatillaries. These like growing in a wet spot. I'm hoping they might start spreading. One of my other customers has got a few and they have actually started spreading naturally, but they're quite an interesting one. Again, it's yeah, quite an interesting one, that one. The one thing I don't think they're going to be too happy about is Mr. Mole has appeared, which is something new. The apple tree is budding up. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here, so thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you all on the next video. Thanks for watching.